The member for Lanark, Frontenac, Kingston.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, my question is to the Premier. In my supplemental question yesterday, I asked this government if the people of Ontario should prepare for internment camps. In September, the federal government posted a call for expressions of interest for contractors to supply, provide and manage quarantine isolation camps throughout every province and every territory in Canada. These quarantine isolation camps, however, are not limited to people with COVID, but provide a wide latitude for many people to be detained. Surely this government is aware of the intentions to build these isolation camps from coast to coast. And my question to the Premier is, how many of these camps will be built, and how many people does this government expect to detain?
Question. Government House Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It is very true that when people leave the country and when they come back in, that the province is suggesting, and the federal government, in cooperation with the federal government, we're suggesting that people isolate themselves. That has been a practice that has been very successful, not only here in the province of Ontario, but across Canada. And we will, of course, be redoubling our efforts to make sure that the people of the province of Ontario remain safe, Mr. Speaker. So if the member is referring to the fact that that one of the public health policies is that when you return from a jurisdiction outside of the province of Ontario or from another country that you isolate yourself for 2 weeks, I would suggest that has been a good policy that has been working. In fact, this House has been doing the same thing since we came back. We are working in cohorts to make sure that the Legislative Assembly can continue to operate. That's why we have 2 separate cohorts, Mr. Speaker.
Response.
With the cooperation of the official opposition, that is why all members of the Independents have been excluded from that cohort, because we want them to be able to participate in debate. So we will continue to do everything in our power to make sure that this House continues, but that the people of the province of Ontario and Canada are kept safe.
Supplementary question.
Again, thanks to the Premier. Here's the RFP, and in the RFP it uses clear language to express that these camps can be used for a broad spectrum of people, not limited to travellers. Indeed, it doesn't even mention international travellers. It's just a broad latitude of people. And I'll send over the copy of the RFP after. So your government must be in negotiations and aware of these plans to potentially detain and isolate citizens and residents of our country and our province. So, Speaker, to the Premier, where will these camps be built? How many people will be detained? And for what reasons can people be kept in these isolation camps?
What on earth? Excuse me, what on earth?
Just put your phone down.
Can you like record this on in my pajamas?
What's this?
Ultrasound in an hour?
Yeah, she's pregnant.
Well, this is all happening in a city west of Melbourne called Ballarat. Victoria's been under lockdown since July, and Ballarat's still under what's called Stage 3 restrictions. That means a stay-at-home order, a ban on gatherings, and inciting public protest is also against the law. Here's more of a video.
I will tase you right now. You are in violation, and I gave you a lawful order. You have a weapon. Put your hands up now.
This tense moment caught on camera just seconds after Brent McCain was told to leave the Valero convenience store in Waco for not wearing a mask. While buying water, a Waco police officer confronted McCain because he didn't have a mask on.
Like your mask is really working.
It's still a city ordinance. Leave the property or you get a citation. Period. Don't argue with me.
You know what? The governor's order. You know what
the governor order is? It is the city.
Oh, wait a minute. Did we just take the mask off?
Can't go.